Yo guys, what is going on? It is your boy Nick from the Foot Market. I hope everybody's having a banging day today. I'm having a good one. It is Thursday. I know you guys are excited on Thursdays. FIFA is freaking crazy. You get the Rivals rewards and obviously the Weekend League rewards, which is very soon. I will have those rewards for you guys on my channel today. Best of luck to everybody with their player pick packs. I know this is our team of the week. It's not the best, right, in terms of like what you have to work with. I think if you're a guy who's getting a player pick today, realistically, you should probably be, if you're a top 100, obviously you want the big boys. But I think if you're anything other than top 100, you would want Lala, Martial, maybe Mars. Those three would be really good. I think Pickford's all right. I don't know how good he is, but that's what I would look at realistically if you guys are a guy who's not in the top 100. Obviously, I think if you're in top 100, you going for that Lewa or Martial. I think Lewa's actually got a fantastic card this year, so I would not be surprised if this Lewa is ridiculous. I speak to a few of my friends who've been playing with Lewandowski's gold card, and they say he's absolutely crazy. So I wouldn't be surprised if that card is just crazy. That would not shock me in the slightest bit. Anyways, guys, for the video today, I do this every single week on the channel. We're going to probably do this all the way up to like Team of the Week 15 or 20. I like to do this for Team of the Weeks that are really relevant early on. And so we're going to talk about Team of the Week 6 investing. First of all, I just want to throw in like a little bit of a disclaimer. Right now, what's going on is the market's a little bit down. Yesterday, there was a UCL SBC. What's happening is that people have gone through and they've literally panic sold other Team of the Week cards that are out of packs. So whenever that happens, guys, if you have investments, hold on to them. Or if you have some coins, go buy them. I'll show you guys what I did yesterday. Look, I filled up this team. Like this guy, right? I posted on my Twitter. I bought this guy at 10K Team of the League 1. I sold him for 25 last night. 3 nights ago, this Monday, right? I bought him back yesterday for 18K. These cards, like, if they go all the way up and then they drop down again because of panic selling, go back and buy him. Castile, right? Castile was another example. He went up to like 16K. I bought him back. Gondorf, same thing. I bought all these guys back. I literally bought them back and just put them in my club. I got Talisca back at 60, right? Like, I got some crazy prices for some of these players. Delict, I got at 17. Guarin, discard. Andre Silva, like, discard. I got back in with a lot of discard informed investments that went up past discard. And that's a great way to do it, man. So if you guys are ever looking at the market and there's like a lot of panic or something like that, please go and do that for yourselves. Anyways, if you guys are new to videos from Team of the Week Investing, we start from right to left. We move over, we talk about the whole team as a whole, and that's what we do, man. We analyze what is good about these players, and a lot of us have been making coins via discard inform investing and just inform investing through the first few weeks. I think the few ones that haven't worked out that well so far have been Ross Barkley and King, and that's just because they've had a little bit of a market downturn this week, which I can understand. So we start in the right corner. We have, I think it's Corcoran. I'm not looking at him. Obviously, I think these 5 right here are all discard informs. I would highlight this guy as very interesting because I always see that Belgian players are playing well in the Premier League, and this is something that could rise up in the Premier League Player of the Month hype. Belgium informs always seem to do really well in that kind of area, and I always see them rising a good amount out of packs. So I would definitely take a look at Di Matta as one of those players that could go up in value. I'm not gonna like guarantee it, but I would tell you that he's a guy, if you could get him at discard, which you'll be able to get this whole team. I think you guys can get a discard inform from this Team of the Week on every single player right now. I think all of them are 10,000 coins. So that's something that you guys could do. You guys are going to see this video right around rewards time. I think what's happening is that the market is kind of broke right now. A lot of people don't have a ton of coins. I think what's going to happen is that they're very low before rewards. You're probably going to see them probably downturn for the first 20-30 minutes because people are selling them cheap to get coins. And then I think you're going to see these Team of the Week cards really go up after rewards today. So that's kind of what I think. I think this guy is Jovic. I think this guy is playing in the Bundesliga. He is. So this is going to be a discard Bundesliga inform investment that's actually a good player. Like, he's actually a usable player. He's 4-star, 3-star, which is not bad. He's 6 feet tall, 82 pace, 82 shooting. So this is a very good looking card. And I don't think anyone can deny the fact that this is definitely usable. So I would definitely look into this guy, Jovic, as a player that I'm looking into as an investment. There's no doubt in the back of my head that he could be a potentially good one. This guy, Salah, is Argentinian. I don't know how relevant he is. He's actually in the Ligue 1, so that's actually going to be another discard inform investment. I think heading into Black Friday, which is about a month from now, a lot of flash SBCs come up, a lot of things like that. Black Friday is full of SBCs with inform requirements and things like that. I think the best thing heading into Black Friday is just to have a ton of discard inform investments in your club. You could be looking at, if you had 20, maybe they double to 20K from 10K, and then you make 200K. So that's always something that I really like doing. It's something I'm really focusing on this year. I didn't focus on it enough last year, and I'm really prioritizing it as a big thing of my investing videos and my investments in general. So Illich is another one. This guy is in the Serie A. He's a right wing. He's not a great card. So I'm not really looking at this guy, but saying that, if he does drop to like 14, 13, 15K, that's going to be one of those ones where you can pick up one and put it in your club. I like that. These two guys right here, these two cams, I'm not really looking at. Again, can't really go wrong with stocking sometimes an MLS discard inform investment in your club. Sometimes that ends up getting used throughout the year. Nothing really like crazy specific, but at times throughout the year that can get used. This guy, De La Belle, I really like this guy because I think for SBCs down the line, he'll be really useful. There's not a ton of left backs from good nationalities, although he's not from La Liga, which is kind of a pain in the butt. He is from La Liga 1, 2, 3, which I thought he was from La Liga Santander. Okay, that's not the best thing ever. So I was thinking that was a little bit better than what it really is. This is a goalkeeper from La Liga, so that's not bad. 82 rated, discard. Another guy you can put. You guys, another guy you can put into the club and just completely forget about, right? That's another one that's looking pretty damn good. Pretty damn good for me, and I'm definitely cool with telling you guys that that's one that you guys can go and get in your club as a discard inform investment. Now we move on into the starting 11. This is the meat and the juice that you guys came to watch. Jordan Pickford's going to be very interesting for me this week. I think if Pickford drops to a certain price, and I think it's like probably 25, 26, 27, I don't think he's going to go there. But I think if he hits that low 30, maybe like 29, 28, this will be something that I would consider picking up 5 to 10 of. This is a guy that I think right now he's probably the only informed goalkeeper in the Premier League, which is tempting and interesting to me. It's not only tempting, but it's also interesting. The fact that he's the only, I think he's the only informed goalkeeper we have in the Prem. I did not even search it properly, but yeah, I think he's the only informed goalkeeper from the Barclays Premier League. Let me see. You have Czech as well. So Czech as well is in there. You might have one other, but you do have Czech for sure. Okay. Well, I think because it's English, and I think that's a little bit more inviting. I think it's also got a bigger fan base because he was the starting keeper for England. Like, I think a lot of people might go for that over time. I don't know. It could be a little bit more popular. This guy's the only really great right back in the Bundesliga. So I think if you get him at discard, which, what do I mean? Again, let me clarify for discard with you guys. It's what they discard for. So if this guy gets discards for 10,000 coins, it's buying him under 11K. It's buying him just right above the discard price. So you don't really lose out if you lose on the card, if you get what I'm saying. So I like that. I think that's something that you can get 4 or 5 of. Something around that range. I wouldn't go crazy, but it's something you could look into. This is probably my favorite investment, or it's not my favorite investment, but my favorite thing to trade with for this team of the week. Like in general, 84 rated Lala. This card looks absolutely fantastic. He's got 3-star, 3-star, high medium work rates, 5'10". The first inform was rated very highly. People liked it. And now this card looks mental. He's got 86 pace, 80 defending, 83 physical, 83 dribbling, 85 stamina is good, strength is all right, crossing is really good. So this is really good for crossing. Obviously, his first variant is a wing back, but this guy has a great crossing, great sprint speed, pretty good stats, guys. Like, this guy is a pretty good card, and he's French. That's what I like about him. He's French. So he's 30K right now. I'd say maybe like 20, low 20s, mid 20s. We got to see. I don't have exact prices. I can't just sit here and give you guys exact prices. I don't have those personally. But what I can do is I can sit here and tell you guys a range of price or a range of kind of where I think these guys will end up and what you guys can do. This guy is going to be a discard inform investment from the Premier League, and he is going to be the cheapest. This guy is a Brighton player playing in the Premier League. He's a center back. He's not a great card, right? But he's the cheapest Premier League inform. So that's something that you guys want to keep in mind as you do your investing. This guy is literally the cheapest inform investment from the Premier League. So it's something that you could keep your eyes on. If you want to go mass buy like 10 of something, that could be your guy. Realistically, that could be the guy that you go mass buy like 10 of. I can't tell you exactly if that's what you're going to do, but that could be the person that you go and pick up a lot of. It would make sense to me if you guys wanted to go in on that. Like, that's something that I could support, and I think that for you guys is a decent investment. Anyways, moving more into the team, diving a little bit more into some of the other players. We'll talk about the 2 center mids really quickly. Vecino, as an 83 rated, this guy looks very, very OP to me. I'm actually looking at this guy low-key to be one of my pickups this week. I don't know where he's going to go to. That's the problem. It's a Thursday. It's kind of like a Wednesday, Thursday action. We don't really know where these guys are going to full-on be at in terms of a price that we want to get at. But this guy looks really good. 3-star, 4-star, playing for Inter. All stats in the 70s plus. Agility and balance are not great, so that's something that worries me a little bit. But as a CDM, he's got some pretty good defensive statistics. Stamina is good. Dribbling is good. It's a very budget card. It reminds me a little bit of Inform Allen from last year. He had a card that was very like similar to this feeling, kind of almost. I like this. I think this is something that's safe. He's already 20K. We'll see where he goes down to. A lot of you guys asked me about Fabian, 84 rated. I'm all right with it. I'm not crazy about it. I like Vecino a little bit more, although this guy's got a better nationality and club, arguably, for links and everything SBC-wise. But I think if you get this guy at a very low price, this is going to be something, again, long-term. I think long-term you can hold. That is a hold, probably long-term. This guy is going to be, Eggstein is, I think, a discard inform. So, again, another discard German Bundesliga inform. Can't really go wrong in my eyes with doing that. I don't think you can really ever go wrong with discard inform. So this guy's going to be a guy that actually provides some pretty good links and things like that as a discard inform investment. So that guy is probably somebody you highlight as maybe one you buy more of if you're going to get a discard inform investment. Tony Martial is really low right now. He's about 230. I was expecting this card to be like 300, so he's pretty low to me right now. I think the lowest, I don't know if this card's going to really go under 200 this week. It's Martial. I think people love Martial. Although he's got a 3-star weak foot, I think a lot of people will go crazy for this upgrade. So he's got a lot of supply. I don't really know what to tell you guys in terms of the buy price for this card. I think he's going to rise after rewards today big time. I think he will get in a lot of weekend league teams. He's got a good card. I was looking into the upgrade compared to like what his normal card is, and it's not that big. Like his upgrade is not as big as I thought it would be. So I was expecting a little bit more out of Tony Martial. But again, it's Tony Martial, and we always talk about when we invest and all this stuff, like we talk about big name players, and Martial is definitely a big name player. So I don't think you guys can go wrong with picking up Martial. It's just a matter of like ultimately really figuring out. Yeah, it's tough, man, because like I don't know if you guys could go wrong buying Tony Martial, but I don't love. I'll tell you the honest thoughts about what I have about this card. I don't like that he doesn't have. I don't like that he has 3-star weak foot at all. I actually hate it a lot. I don't like that about a player, especially a winger. I think the only really guy who gets away with that is Sané, Maradona, and like that's it. So I'm not crazy that he has a 3-star weak foot, but saying that, he's French and Man United, and that's the two ingredients to being the most popular player on FIFA Ultimate Team. Man United is such a popular club, and obviously France is like the #1 nationality investment-wise this FIFA. So I'll be looking at Martial this week. I don't know long-term if I'm going to pick him up. Di Maria, I'm not looking at all this week. Di Maria, like investment-wise, never does crazy well. Especially the problem is, if this guy, this is the difference, guys, between a good investment and a great investment. This guy's probably a good investment. The problem is he has 79 shooting. If he had 80 shooting, regardless of what the in-game stats said, that would be so much more like appealing to an audience. Because he only has 79 shooting, it doesn't look as good as an investment, and I don't think long-term it's going to rise as much. Having that 80 versus 79 shooting stat is like, I can't even explain to you how critical that is to an investment. So that's something that I'm looking at right now and saying, all right, well, that's not crazy impressive because he doesn't have that core 80 statistic. So that's probably what I'm looking at. Lewandowski, I would tell you this. I've had a lot of friends in the past who have invested in Lewandowski, have tried to pick him up before he went out of packs and try to make some coins in him. They have all struggled to make coins, and they said it's almost impossible to make coins with Lewandowski. He just doesn't seem like a guy who really rises a ton out of packs. It's a different year, I will tell you that. This guy is being used a lot of people Ultimate Team. If you go into the market and look at his gold variants, a lot of people are playing with Lewandowski. A ton of people. He's like a very popular player. I played Foot Champions last week. I played against probably 3 to 5 out of my 30 games. So he was in a lot of teams, and I would consider 3 to 5 games. It's a lot of teams out of 30. I mean, that means you're playing him almost like, you know, a good amount of the time. So I would say I kind of like this. I'd rather with Lewandowski, like with that coinage, maybe you split it between Lala, Duffy. Is this guy's name is Duffy? Yeah, Lala, Duffy, and Vecino. Like, I like that a little bit more. But, yeah, again, Lewandowski's looking like a very good card. You can't deny the fact that he does look very good. I'm not going to sit here and deny that. Looks good, right? But I don't know realistically out of packs how much this rises, and that scares me a little bit. So I'd rather not, you guys, especially, this is what you also have to understand, right? Like, Black Friday is looming. It is looming, whether you believe it or not. Black Friday is around the corner. So it's there. It's definitely in the background of coming. And I'm not trying to scare you guys. It isn't about a month, so I'm just saying, like, usually with investments, you'd like to give it like 2 to 3 weeks to really rise and get your full potential out of them. Like, that's what I did with Talisca. Talisca was something that I waited like 2 to 3 weeks to go sell my Taliscas. I'm worried with Black Friday if maybe that doesn't rise as much as it should. So that's going to worry me a little bit. And then we have Riyad Mahrez to top off the last player in the team of the week. Look, again, I think this is a good card, but I don't know how in demand he is. And I remember with the gold Mahrez, guys, like, we did good, but we didn't do that good. And I think that was because maybe he wasn't the most used in the world. It was a little overinvested. So this worries me a little bit. This just worries me a little bit, and I wanted to tell you guys that. I also don't ever like buying players who have a once to watch. I just think that it's like a terror. The only player and the only exception for that is Felipe Anderson's in form, because Felipe Anderson only had 2 days in pack, so I like that a lot more. But if you have a guy like Mahrez, right, he's got a blue card, a once to watch, and an inform. For me, it's just all over the place. There's too many options in which you guys can go and like make there's too many options where people can go and buy other variants of the card at, if you guys get what I'm saying. That's my biggest problem. Like, there's just too many other ways that somebody can go and get a version of Mars. And that, for me, is a problem to the rise of that card. So I'm not going to sit here and recommend Mars as a full-on investment this week. I'd say probably my favorites, if we had to go like a top 3 or top 5, Lala's definitely in there. Vecino is definitely in there. Duffy, because he's discard. Low-key, I do like Pickford. And then I think you got to basically do a coin flip. I like Martial, guys, but here's my problem with Martial. And, like, this is a sincere problem, but I guess it's a good problem. But this is what we have going on in the Premier League this year. Like, just check this out, guys. These are the special left mids we have in the Premier League. Son, Rashford, Richarlison, right? Like, Richarlison's not upgraded yet, but still, that's another guy that people go crazy on if I can get past these Richarlisons, right? You've also got Sane. You've got Mane, Frazier. I'm probably forgetting like a ton of them. Felipe Anderson. Like, there are so many options you guys can play with a left mid this year that I don't think that Martial's like the one. I think that people are still going to go with Son, maybe Sane. That's kind of how I feel. I feel like for me, there's too much variable. There's too much. I don't like it. I don't like Martial this week. I'm just telling you guys, for me, I don't like it. If I were to go crazy on one guy, it'd be Lala. I just like French. I like the French guys. I would say out of packs, this would be a good one. I don't know when he's going to be cheap. It's probably sometime in the next 3-4 days. I always like to buy by the weekend ends. So that's probably what I would tell you guys in terms of my favorite from this team of the week. It would be Kenny Lala. I thought his first inform was really good. He's about 30 right now, so I would say low 20s you'd probably want to shoot for. Guys, let me know if you guys enjoyed the video. Get in the comments down below and let me know who your guys' favorite team of the week investment is. I want to hear from you guys, so let me know, please, in the comments, man. Just say, yo, Nick, my favorite guy is this, and spit it to me like that, boys. Thank you guys for watching the Team of the Week 6 investing video today, and I'll see you guys in video soon. A lot of uploads coming today, so stay tuned, boys. I'm sorry to spam you guys. Thank you guys for watching. See you later.